Honestly, this is probably the most excited I have been to do a video. I'm going to be painting the RV today. I've never really done anything with paint, but you know, it's all a learning experience along with everything I've pretty much done thus far. And I'm excited to see how it turns out, and I do think you guys are going to like how this thing's going to look by the end of it. But before we do that and I break down how much I paid for everything, I'm going to finish up some of the maintenance stuff that we did not finish in the last video, and I think it'll be pretty satisfying to see. So here I have two oil pans. This is the one I just pulled off of the motor, and this is the one off of the old motor. And honestly, this old one looks a little bit better. It's just dirtier inside, but that shouldn't be a problem. This one did have a blown head gasket, so cleaning this one might be a little bit more of a bitch. Main thing I'm really looking at is right here where the oil drain plug is. This one's not dented. Almost, I don't think it's dented at all. And this one's smashed in. I'm afraid that's gonna become an issue. I don't think I told you guys in the last video, but we are very lucky because we have all these extra parts from the motor that was originally in the car. So we have a whole backup RB20. A lot of this stuff is just kind of spread out. I got some stuff in the tubs, and we have been using it quite a bit here in this video because one, the valve covers on this motor, they don't seem like they're bad by any means, but this one right here, I don't believe this is supposed to come off. And the other one it's on there solid. And not only that, I don't really want to leave the motor uncovered for a long period of time. We're making really good progress on stripping the paint on the original valve covers. They were painted black. Whoever did it actually did a pretty solid job, but it's taken a little bit of time. Well, we've been making some pretty good progress. Earlier, I went through and made me a list to kind of go by. I've always wanted to do one of these masking tape lists because I've seen people do it on other builds. I don't know. It makes me feel like I'm doing something, so it's pretty cool. As you can tell by the last clip, we got the oil pan on. We got it sealed up, so we can mark that off. Got it repainted as well. I need to mask off the intake and the exhaust. I tried taking off the intake. There's literally no bolts holding this thing on, and it's just hanging there. So I'm put some really good sealant on it, and that thing is not coming off. There's nothing holding it together. We also got the valve covers taken care of. We just need to sand them down a little bit more. Still got a lot to do, but we'll get to that soon. Now this list obviously is not in any kind of particular order because I've not been doing it in order. I wrote it down the way it was coming to my head, but before we get to the most exciting part of this video, which is the painting process, I'm going to break down for you guys how much we spent on paint and all the supplies to get this done, so you guys have a pretty good idea of how much something like this would cost for you guys. I'm going to rapid fire this, so I hope you guys are ready and can keep up. We got airplane paint stripper for 30 bucks, flat black spray paint for 8, painter's plastic, tack cloths, acetone. We got sandpaper, aluminum color spray paint, black primer. And last but not least, we have the actual paint itself, which itself costs 50 bucks, but I'm not going to show you guys that until we start painting. So if we add up all the products we purchased for this video, we have spent $156, and that's for all the painting products, all the sandpaper, everything to get ready to paint the motor and make it look good. Now if we go through and add that $156 to the total from last video, we are at $4,772 spent on my 240SX from purchasing it to fixing it to this point. But now you guys are all caught up, it is time to get back to work. hi to Gus. He's a very timid, big old dog. Alright guys, this is going to be the paint we are going to be using for the valve covers and the timing cover. And some of you probably guessed it, but we are going to be using Midnight Purple, the Nissan OEM color. If you follow me on Instagram, I posted a poll to decide which color to go with on the motor. So if you are not following me on Instagram, you should definitely check out my page, because I do try to post polls every once in a while so you guys can kind of get some input on the build, and I like to see what you guys think I should do. Well, you can call me Future because I finally got this stuff masked off. We are pretty much ready to paint. I don't know what else to say other than we getting into it. Well, I didn't realize how windy it was and how much that kind of messes up spray painting, because you know it sprays and the wind messes up the spray. I ended up coming in the garage here, set up a couple different areas to set the parts on the car. Well, I'm putting it on the back of the 240. I got a bench here and I got the table, and I'm gonna do the rest of the painting in here. I'm gonna let the primer dry, but I do not want that Midnight Purple to be messed up, because that is gonna be a very nice color if I do it right. Kind of see some color coming in there. I'm excited. I'm so excited. Oh boys, I gotta show you this. I am very happy with the way this color has kind of turned out. Now, it's not exactly what I intended it to be. I thought it was gonna be the one like on the R34s that kind of change colors, but turns out that's a multi-stage paint process, and it's not, you can't just get it in a rattle can. So, but regardless, I still think this color turned out very nice, and let me know what you think. So the clear coat didn't really turn out as smooth as I wanted. It's very orange peely in some areas. I don't know what was going on with the can. I don't know if it was running out of compressed air or what, but it started spraying. It wasn't spraying even coats like at all. Every time I'd spray consistently for a little bit, and I get halfway through a run, and then it'll start sputtering. So clear coat's not going to be the prettiest thing, but it is looking way better than what it was a minute ago. Well, we have been making some really good progress on this thing. We detailed it, we painted the block, painted the valve covers. We still got a few things we need to knock off, but nonetheless, check it out. I'll be honest, it kind of makes me a little sentimental, and I wanted to be like I wanted to have like a huge reaction to it, but man, I'm just proud of myself. I appreciate you guys sticking around this long into the video because it's taken me at least 3 weekends to do. I've never really done anything like this, so it's taken a lot longer than someone that knows what they're doing. But man, I'm just happy, guys. And as always, guys, stay fixated and stay focused.